starting on your spine. Bring the soles of the feet together and just start here in reclining Baddha Konasana. Let the shoulders rush towards the earth. Close your eyes and just take a few breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Scan the body, see what the body's telling you. And then once you have that, start to breathe in to the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 4. And go ahead and close the knees together. Separate the feet, take them to the edges of your yoga mat, and then take opposite hand, opposite elbow. Drop the legs to the left, arms to the right, and let the nose follow the arms, and inhale up. Exhale, legs to the right, arms to the left. Inhale up. Now do this side to side, your own breath, your own pace. Just to stretch out the shoulders, get the core warm, stretch out the outer hips, the low back. And just a few more. Now make yourself even on both sides. And once you're even, come to stillness. And then go ahead and release the arms and bring the knees in. You can rock to sit, or you can drop the knees to one side and come up to your table from there. And then once you are up, find table. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curl the toes under. Cat-cow. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the tail, lift the nose. On the exhale, round like cat, ribs to hips and chin to chest. Inhale, lift the heart. Now again, you can do this on your own, just rounding the spine, following the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Take just a few more breaths here. Now if you'd like to, go ahead and sway the hips side to side, maybe taking shoulder to your hip, hips to your shoulders. Just getting the spine to move and getting everything to warm. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. We're going to go ahead and push to a plank. So step the feet back, curling the toes under, find your plank, shifting forward, rounding the space between your shoulders and looking straight down, but not letting your head hang. I'd really like for you to bring the sternum forward. Can you lengthen your tailbone towards your heels? Can you squeeze your quads and lift your thighs up a little higher without lifting the butt? The butt is not dropping down, but it's not really high. The core is engaged. The belly button is pulling in. And we're going to breathe here. A couple more breaths. And then go ahead and shift back to downward facing dog. And then just start to walk your dog out. Your hands are shoulder width. Feet are at least hip width, could be wider. Heels towards the earth. Inner elbows are moving forward. Spine is long and straight and the head hangs. And just take a few breaths here. You can twist a little side to side if it feels good. This is the place where you fidget. You can fidget here as much as you want just to get all that out of your system. And then go ahead and come to stillness. Let's move to plank 3 times. Find an inhale, roll out to plank, look over your mat, engage your core. Exhale, back to down dog. On the inhale, roll it all the way out. Gaze is over your mat. On the exhale, back to down dog. And then one more time, inhale, roll it out, look over your mat. And exhale, down dog. And then walk your hands to your feet. Bend the knees deeply, lay belly on thighs, opposite hand, opposite elbow, sway a little side to side. Head is heavy, neck is soft. Release your hands to your earth. On the inhale, come up halfway. Hands on the outside of your shins if your hands don't touch the earth. If your hands touch the earth, bring your hands on the outsides of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, fold, bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway up, find length. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway up. And then walk your hands out to plank. And hold plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then walk your feet up to your hands. Find an inhale, come up halfway, find that length again. Exhale, hinge and fold down. On the inhale, hands to hips, bend the knees, straight spine, come all the way up to stand. Take an exhale, take the hands down. On the inhale, circle the arms up, press the hands together, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle up again, glance up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up, finding length in the spine. And then plant the hands and step to your plank pose, shifting forward. I want you to lower as slow as you can to your belly with the sternum forward and the tail reaching towards your heels, elbows in, and then lay the belly down and untuck your toes. Find your hands behind you or use a towel or a strap. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Press the toes into the mat. Inhale, lift the heart for 5. Keep the back of the neck long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Your choice, cobra or up dog. On the inhale, lift the heart. And on the exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now, find an inhale, big toes touch, lift right toes high, open right hip, stack right hip over left, make some ankle circles. Go the other way with ankle circles. And then bring the right knee into the belly. Let's do some hip circles. Point right knee to the right wall, circle it up to the sky and open. And bring the right knee in, circle to the right wall, up to the sky and open. One more. Now go the other way. Point the right knee to the sky, point it to the right wall, point it to the mat, bring it all the way back up. And then point it to the sky, to the right wall, to the mat, knee to knee. One more time, reversing that circle. And then put right big toe down. Inhale, left toes high, open the hip. Stack left hip over right, make some ankle circles. And go the other way. Let's make knee circles. Bring left knee into the belly. Left knee to left wall. Point left knee to the sky, open. Bring the left knee in. Left knee, left wall. Point the knee up and open. One more. Bring the knee in and open it out. Now, reverse that circle. Point the left knee to the sky first, then to the wall, then to the mat, and then do it again. Good. One more. Should feel really good. And then left toes down. Find an inhale, bend the knees, lift the hips. Take an exhale, let all the air out. Once all the air is out, step or hop, top the mat. On the inhale, lift the heart. On the exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend knees, press feet, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands to plank. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, down dog. Take 5 breaths here. Now what I want you to know about Vinyasa, and you guys know this, is you can skip Vinyasa and go to down dog or child's. If you don't want to take the full Vinyasa, but you want to build core strength, hold plank. Instead of taking that Vinyasa, hold plank for about 3 breaths, then go back to down dog. Take a couple more breaths here. We're going to do Sun A again. I want you to step or jump forward with no breath in you. So you're going to breathe all the air out. Take an inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, look at your thumbs, blow all the air out. When your lungs are empty, step or hop, top the mat. On the inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, fold down. On the inhale, bend knees, press feet, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands, step or hop to your plank. Exhale, Vinyasa, hold plank, down dog or child's. Breathe the entire way. So good, you guys. We all meet in downward facing dog. Take 5 more breaths. So down dog should start to feel better. Maybe you can start to be still and find a steady mind, steady body in down dog. And all that fidgeting is starting to work its way out. But that's really what the sun salutations are for. They're to burn up all that excess heat and energy. Now, as well as to get our body warm. Let's go one more time. Find an inhale, bend the knees, look forward, exhale all the air out, step or hop, top of the mat. On the inhale, your chair pose, float the arms up. On the exhale, come to stand. Find an inhale, look up, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Find an inhale. On the exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway up. Step or hop to plank. Down dog, child's pose, or your Vinyasa. Breathing in, breathing out. We're on sun salutation B now. When you're ready, we meet in down dog. Big toes touch, right foot, right thumb. Back foot flat, warrior 1. Inhale, lift the arms, and we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Right knee over right ankle. Good. Hug right hip in. Left hip moves forward. You might touch your fingers and look up. Good. Keep that core engaged. 1 more breath. On the exhale, low lunge. On the inhale, plank. Take your Vinyasa or move back to down dog or hold your plank. We all meet in downward facing. And then we move right to that left warrior 1. So left foot, left thumb. Back foot flat. Inhale, lift the arms, and we'll hold it for 3 breaths. Left knee over left ankle. Plug left hip in. Bring right hip forward. Gaze might be up. Good. Keep the core engaged. On the exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Down dog or take your Vinyasa. Move with purpose and integrity. And then down dog. 5 breaths. And then we'll do that 1 more time. We'll do it with breath though. We won't hold warrior 1 for 3 breaths. Good. Now, let's do it 1 more time. Find an inhale, bend the knees. Exhale all the air out, look forward. Take your hop when lungs are empty. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Step or hop to plank. Take Vinyasa if you want it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Right foot, right thumb. Warrior 1 on the inhale. It's quick. On the exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Vinyasa if you want it. Shift forward, sternum forward, elbows hug in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Left foot, left thumb. Inhale, warrior one. Lift the arms. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Your vinyasa if you want it. Elbows hug in. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, down dog. Woo. Take 5 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Head is hanging. Your gaze is somewhere between your feet. Now, binding inhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, look at your hands. On the exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Now, inhale, halfway up. Peace fingers and thumbs, take the big toes. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Elbows go wide, head hangs, give the head a shake. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Place your hands underneath your feet. So knuckles down, the soles of your feet are on the palm of your hands and the toes come towards your wrist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, elbows go out to the side wall. Head hangs. 4, 5. Sit bones go high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Remove your hands, step to plank, your chaturanga, or meet me in down dog. Breathe the entire way. So good. And down dog. Okay, you guys. Breathe. Take another breath. We're moving on. Big toes touch, right toes high. On the exhale, bring the knee in, right foot, right thumb. Back foot spins flat, warrior two. Inhale, the left arm up, and right knee over right ankle. So scoot left hip back. I want you to put your hands on your sacrum. And if you shoot the left hip back, can you feel the sacrum spread wider? I want you to keep that as you bring the right hip forward. So I want to keep that back sacrum long. That's just a little trick that you can do before you find your warrior poses so the sacrum doesn't crunch together. We create that space. Right knee over right ankle. Can you move your right knee, kind of point it towards the right pinky toe? And then can you fire up your left quad, press your left foot down and lift your left arch. Good. And then fire up your right quad. Keep the core engaged and extend the arms and look over the right fingers. Good. Spread the fingers really wide. Now turn the right palm up. Keep the right knee where it's at. Reverse it. Right arm high. Left hand can wrap behind your back for a little bit more core activation. Your gaze is up. Right arm over right ear. Good. Now inhale, lift left arm up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, forward. Right elbow. Right thigh, left arm high. Straighten right arm. Now, do you want to work your core here? Turn the right palm up and bring it halfway. And then take the left arm over the right arm. Good. Now, lunge deeper in right knee. Lift left arch. Point right knee towards right pinky toe. Hold yourself here for 3, 2, 1. On the inhale, take both arms high. On the exhale, warrior two. On the inhale, cartwheel down to low lunge. Take an exhale. On the inhale, step to plank, your chaturanga. Lower. And then lift the heart. Draw the shoulders towards your tail. Exhale, down dog. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. So good. We're going to do that again, side B. Take one more breath. We go again. Big toes touch, left toes lift. Exhale, bring the knee in, left foot, left thumb. Back foot spins flat, warrior two. On the inhale, right arm up. And exhale, warrior two. So shoot the booty back. So think about the right hip. Booty goes back. But then left hip comes forward. We try to keep the sacrum broad. Okay? Left knee towards left pinky toe. Press right foot, fire up right quad, lift right arch. Extend the arms. Lunge deeper. Keep the core engaged. Spread the fingers wide on this one. Good. Take another breath. Turn the left palm up, and without moving left knee, reverse it. Take right arm behind your back, left arm over left ear. You'll feel the core. Gaze is up. On the inhale, lift both arms. On the exhale, warrior two. Inhale, forward, elbow to thigh, right arm high. Good, lean back in your pose. We're still firing up right quad, left hip under us. If you want, left palm turns up and you lift it. Then take right arm on top as if you were holding a ball. And then keep your core engaged. For three, can you lunge deeper in left knee? 2, 1. On the inhale, lift the arms. On the exhale, warrior two. On the inhale, cartwheel to low lunge. On the exhale, step to plank. Take your flow if you want it. Skip it if not. You can go to down dog. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Awesome. You have 5 more breaths in down dog. Breathing for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. From down dog, inhale to plank pose. We're going to do side plank, right and left side. So drop your heels to the right. Put your right knee or your right elbow down if you want. Lift the left arm to the sky. Lift your hips. Stack or stagger your feet. Good. You can also lift the left leg up for 5. Gaze is at the wall or the ceiling. 4, 3, I'm losing it. 2 and 1. Come down to plank. Take an inhale, feel the belly rise. Exhale, drop heels to the left, right arm to the sky. Good. Stack or stagger your feet. Good. Gaze is at the wall or the ceiling. And then lift your right leg if you want to. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to plank, feel the belly rise. Exhale, your chaturanga. Breathe the entire way. So, so good. And downward facing dog. Take another breath. Now, find an inhale. Big toes touch. Lift the right toes high. On the exhale, bring the knee in, right foot, right thumb. Warrior one, inhale, float the arms up. Good. Now, bind the hands. Actually, straighten the front leg. Yeah, draw right hip back, left hip forward. Yeah, let's do pyramid first. So, squeeze shoulder tips together, or if you prefer, do reverse prayer. Okay? You can also just do fists together like this. Now, find an inhale, right hip back, left hip forward. Open the heart. On the exhale, hinge in half. Find length in your spine. Right hip moving back, left hip coming forward. And then fold and drop the head. Keep drawing the shoulders away from each other so the collarbone spreads wider. Head is hanging. Breathing for 5 and 4, 3, and 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Bring left hand underneath left shoulder. Draw right hip back, left hip forward. Bring right hand to the heart. Turn the heart to the right wall and float the right arm up. Good. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Keep drawing the right chest up, the right shoulder back, the left hip forward. Gaze is always up. It can be at the wall if your neck bothers you. Okay, so you can look straight ahead or look up. Take just a couple more breaths. And then look down at your right foot. Bring right hand down as well. And then bend right knee. On the inhale, lift the arms. On the exhale, bend elbows, squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale, lift the arms up. Good. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Down dog or your vinyasa, flow through it. Use your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. You guys are doing great. And 5 breaths. Breathing for 5. And 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring big toes to touch. Inhale, left toes high. On the exhale, bring it in. Left foot, left thumb. Back foot spins flat. Warrior 1. Inhale, lift the arms. Okay, so we're straighten the left leg. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. And then whatever you do with your hands on the other side, do the exact same thing here as long as it's appropriate. And draw the shoulder tips together. If you have the reverse prayer, try to walk the hands up towards your neck. Find an inhale, find your back bend. On the exhale, hinge. Left hip moves back. Find a long, long spine, sternum forward. And then drop the head. Breathing. Don't round your low back. Broaden the collarbones. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Good. Put right hand under right shoulder. Draw left hip back, right hip forward. Bring left hand to the heart. Turn the heart to the left and float the left arm high. Gazes up if possible. Scissor those inner thighs. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring left hand to the earth. Bend left knee. Bring it over left ankle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend elbows and open the heart. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, low lunge. And you guys know the drill. Take what you need. Skip what you don't need. Breathe the entire way. You're doing great. Nice. 5 more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, find an inhale, bend the knees, lift the hips. Exhale all the air out as you look at your thumbs. And then step or hop top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, bend knees, press feet, and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Step left foot way, way back. Turn right toes towards the left mat and go wider with your feet than you think you need to. Now, feet are parallel. If you think your feet are going to turn outwards, pigeon the big toes a bit. Find hands on hips. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the earth. Inhale, long spine. On the exhale, head towards the earth. Good. Now, fire up the legs. Lift the arches. Lift your quads. Bring the shins forward. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Good. Bind the hands behind you. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale, exhale, drop the head again. Take the fist overhead. Give the head a shake. Good. Fire up the quads. Breathe. Every inhale, find length. Exhale, fold deeper. Every inhale, take the fist a little bit higher up. Every exhale, take the fist towards the floor over your head. And you have 1 more breath. Find an inhale halfway up. Place your hands on the earth. Turn the right toes forward. Bring your back foot to your front foot. Bend knees, press feet. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's stand on one leg and get the hamstrings just a little bit. Use a wall if you need it. Use a strap if you have a strap, okay? So left foot down, hands on hips. Right hand can be on a wall. We're going to take the right foot. So take both hands, take right peace fingers and thumbs to the right big toe. left hand, left hip. Now if you have a strap, just wrap a strap around the right foot. And then lift the heart. And then straighten the right leg to any degree. Good. And then lift the heart. Good. So sternum leads, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take right foot out to right wall. You know what? There is nothing wrong with having your butt on that wall. So you could be standing on that wall with your butt on the wall. Gaze is forward, or you can turn and look over your left shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very slowly bring the right foot forward. Release, lift the arms, lean forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then put right foot down. Give the legs a shake. Breathe. Okay, other side. Right hand, right hip. Peace fingers and thumbs or a strap. Take left big toe. And then lift the knee up. Right foot steady. Lift the sternum. Extend left leg to any degree. Gaze is forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take left foot out to left wall. Gaze is forward. But if you want, look over right shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, bring it all the way back. Good. Release. Arms forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down and shake. Well done. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's come to Yogi squat. Turn your toes out. And sit on a block. If you don't like to drop your butt down very low, you take a brick and just have a seat. And you can stay here or play with crow pose. You can press the palms together, elbows into the knees, thumbs to the sternum. Yep, you can stay here. Those of you who want to play with that crow pose, bring the hands to the mat. Give yourself a little bit of room at the top of the mat. Bring big toes to touch. And then squat again. Spread the legs. Plant your hands. And bring your knees to the back of the triceps. Inhale, look forward. Shift forward and float the toes up. And then breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down to Yogi squat. Hands to heart. Press the knees away. We'll do that one more time if you want it. Breathing. Good. Now, I know not all of you, I'm not for sure, I think one of you might want to, you don't have to. But those of you who want to, we'll do crow one more time. You can hop back to chaturanga if you want. If you've never done it, don't do it though until you see it done, okay? Breathe. Okay, if you're with me, let's do crow again. Bring the hands down, big toes touch, split the knees. And then lean forward, inhale, exhale the air out, and then pop the toes up, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want, down, hop back to your chaturanga, and then lift the heart. Everyone else, go ahead, step to plank, and find Vinyasa or down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Take what you need. Skip what you don't need. Well done. You guys are doing great. Okay, breathing and down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now, from down dog, big toes touch, lift right toes high. Bring the knee in, right foot, right thumb. Drop left knee down. Untuck left toes. Good. Now, bring right hand inside right foot. Okay, so we're going to get into the hips a little bit. If you want, you can kind of move a little side to side here. And if you have blocks, this is an excellent place for blocks because the blocks make your arms longer and allow you to get into those hips a little deeper. And this is a great thing to do if your hips are tight. And pad that left knee if you need to. You can put a blanket underneath that left knee or a towel. This is a great thing to do though. If your hips are tight, do this every day. It feels really good. Now, when you're ready, go ahead and come to stillness. You can walk the left knee back a little bit more. Good. And then bring your hands to your thighs. So we're going to stretch through the left hip flexors. So engage that core. Lift the left arm up. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, take a little bitty side bend to the right, and then keep all that. Take an inhale, lift the right arm up, reach up. On the exhale, lunge deeper. Take a big inhale. Next exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder tips together, and then take the hands, bind the hands behind you, stretching through the chest. Take your fist towards your knee and open the heart for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the arms. On the exhale, both hands inside the right foot. Let's take a twist. Lift the left toes. You're on thigh meat, not kneecap, okay? So something under that knee if you need it. Left hand down or left elbow down. Turn right toes out. Bring right hand to the heart, turn heart to the right, float right arm high. Stay here, or hand or towel or strap takes back foot. Bring heel to bum. Those of you who want back bend, does not have to happen, y'all. It's just an option. Lift the heart, open the heart. Take your head towards your foot. 4, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and release. Bring right hand down and left hand down. Put left toes down. Now, turn right toes forward. Pigeon on your belly. I think everyone here, Matt, do you do pigeon on your belly or on your back? Yes, that's a yes. Okay. I know Tim does, or he used to, and Melinda does. So walk right foot towards your left mat. And we're going to just play with this pigeon. But if this hurts your knees, don't do it. So kind of take your right knee towards the edge of your right mat and then tuck your left toe. Good. Now, bind your hands behind you. Good. Find an inhale, lift the heart. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. You have 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Good. Now, bring hands to the mat. Untuck the left toes. Walk your hands towards your right shin. This is King Pigeon. Inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the collarbone. Keep the collarbone up as you slide the shoulders back and down. Now engage your core. Keep lifting through the sternum. Gaze is forward. Pretend you have a very heavy weight tight around your waist, and it's weighing your hips down. You're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and release. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and take pigeon. We can do that. Let's do a shoulder stretch while we're here. Thread the left arm under the right arm. Right hand towards the wall in front of you. Or right hand behind you, taking the big toe. Or taking the back foot. And just breathe here. I'm going to put a timer on you so it's even. So you have 2 minutes in this hip stretch. It will not be our last hip stretch, okay? We will do a few more hip stretches before we close our practice out today. Breathe. Stay with that breath. Stay present with the moment. So yoga happens in the pause, that whole mind-body thing. We want to still the mind and be very present in our practice. So yoga doesn't really happen in all the movements. Yoga, that mind-body thing, that stilling of the mind happens here when we're still. So be very present here and just enjoy. Stay with the breath. Just a couple more breaths here. Okay, last breath. Let's walk our hands towards our right shin. Good. I want you to hold plank for a minute because that right leg needs to be straight. And then shift back to a down dog. Good. And then go ahead and drop your elbows down for an inversion for dolphin. Keep the hands parallel and walk your feet a little closer to your elbows. Now, you can stay here pressing the floor away. But if you want to really stretch the back of that right leg, which mine really needs to be stretched at the moment, bring big toes to touch, float the left toes high. Now, the higher you get the left toes, try to press that right heel towards the earth, and you'll feel a big stretch in the back of that right leg. You're here for 5, 4, 3. Can you draw your shoulders back and away from your ears? 2 and 1. Go ahead and put left toes down. Walk out to a low plank. And let's hold this low plank for 10. Keep the core engaged, sternum forward. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to high plank. Decide if you want to take a vinyasa, move to down dog, or move to child's pose. Breathe. Very nice. Good. 5 breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Big toes touch, left toes high. Bring the left knee in, left foot, left thumb. Drop right knee down. Good. Walk your hands to your thighs. Now, pelvic floor and low ribs in. Left knee right over left ankle. Keep the core engaged. Inhale the right arm up. Reach way up. Tilt a little towards the left. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the left arm, really reach. On the exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms. And then inhale, bind the hands together or use a strap. And on the exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears and open the heart for 5, 4. Lunge deeper. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the arms. On the exhale, both hands down. Good. Turn the left toes out. We're going to stay here or put right elbow down and lift the right toes. If you want, left hand takes the back foot, bring the heel in, and then lift the heart, only if it's in your practice, your back bend, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and release. Put the right toes down. Bring left hand inside, left foot, right hand too. And we're going to take that pigeon, so left foot towards the right mat. I like to move the left knee a little bit out, yeah, and I like to bend my left ankle. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Now, bind the hands behind you if it's possible. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold. Now inhale, come up. Bring your hands in front of your left shin. Untuck your right toes. Make the right leg really long. You can cupcake the hands, okay? Inhale, lift the heart. Now, draw the shoulders down and back. Lift the sternum. Keep the core engaged. Pretend there's 1,000-pound weight around your waist, drawing your hips towards the earth. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and release. And you can move to your pigeon. Okay, whatever feels good. Shoulder stretch. If you did it, right arm under left. Left hand behind you, taking big toe, or maybe you took that back foot, bringing heel into the butt. And I'll put that 2 minutes on you so you're even. And then keep breathing. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears wherever you are. You have just a couple more breaths here. Well done. Go ahead and walk your hands towards your left shin. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, step to that plank, let left leg be long, mine needs to be long. Breathe, shift back to down dog. Drop the elbows, Dolphin. Now, before we lift that right leg, I want you to bring the elbows under your shoulders. Now try to bring your shoulders away from your ears. Okay, so learn how to isolate that so we can draw those shoulders away from the ears. And then lift the right toes high. Get the right toes as high as you can and try to get left heel closer to the earth so you stretch the back of that left leg. Should feel really good. Just breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then put right toes down. Walk out to that low plank. Let's hold again. Now, if you want, you can make it more interesting by dropping hips right and left. So just drop the hips right and left. So we work the core differently. It's actually easier, I think, because it keeps the mind occupied. Let's stay here for a few of them. Just working the obliques, keeping the core engaged. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank, drop the thighs. Bring the elbows underneath you, sphinx. Inhale, lift the heart. Draw the shoulder heads together. Straighten the arms, only if it's in your practice. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Now, push back to a child's. Draw the butt over the heels. Stretch it out. We're going to do camel pose. So let's do down dog. I haven't done this in a long time. May have never done it on Zoom. Let's start in down dog and do camel from down dog. So find an inhale. On the exhale, drop the knees, beast. And put the knees down. Untuck your toes. And inhale, sit butt on your heels. Exhale, lift the arms up. And lift the hips up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to low back. Squeeze shoulder tips together. Hip points forward. On the inhale, lift the sternum, your back bend. Take an exhale. Inhale. And exhale, draw shoulders away from your ears. 1 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, table. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Let's go again. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the knees. Exhale, sit the butt down. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the butt. Exhale, hands to low back, squeeze shoulder tips together. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale here. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale. Come up. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, table. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Stretch it out. Okay, we're going to do it 2 more times. Option for a half camel. Look at me. You can come here and do half, or you can do whole. Okay, you can do both arms, not whole, both arms. So when you're ready, down dog. Take an exhale. Next inhale, drop the knees. On the exhale, sit the butt over the heels. On the inhale, lift the butt, lift the arms. On the exhale, half camel or full camel, or stay with just hands at low back and open the heart for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands to hips, come up. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Stretch it out for 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, butt over heels. Inhale, standing knees. Exhale, your camel. 1 arm or 2 arms. Open that heart. Hip points forward, shoulders away from the ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands to hips, come up. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog for 5 breaths. Breathing for 5. Shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and drop the knees. Bring the butt over the heels again. Stretch the legs out. So good. Go ahead and let's do some boat pose. Butt down. Lift the shins. Hands behind the thighs. Arms here. Okay. Find an inhale. On the exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, bring it in. Hands can be underneath if you need it, and bring it in. Good. Low boat, and bring it in. Low boat, and bring it in. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Hold the low boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay all the way down. Take your arms overhead. If you have a block, put your block in your hands. It'll make it harder. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. I want you to have your palms facing each other if you don't have a block. Thumbs on the floor. Lift the left leg up. Lift the right leg up. Hover the left leg above the floor. Now if you want, lift your thumbs up off the floor. Hold here. Flex your right foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your left foot next to your right foot. Lower right heel to hover above the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower left heel next to right heel. They hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift just a little bit. Lift all the way up. Lay the head down. Well done. Bring the arms in. Put the left foot down. Lift the right leg up. Stretch that right hamstring. Straighten that left leg if you want. Take right toes to the floor behind you. Shoulders rest. And just breathe. Shoulders towards the earth, away from the ears. So good. You're here for another 5 breaths. If you want, you can lift the nose up to the right shin. You don't have to. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and lay down. Go ahead and switch. So put the right foot down. Lift the left leg up. And same thing. Toes to the wall behind you. Extend right leg if you need to. You have 5 breaths, and then we'll have another 5. You can go deeper on the last 5 if you want. Shoulders towards the floor, away from your ears. Bending left knee if you have any pain behind left knee. You have 5 more breaths. You can lift up if you want. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come all the way down. Good. Put left foot down. Now, we're going to take a twist, dropping to the left. You could wrap right thigh over left, but you don't have to, and especially if it's too intense. But what it would do is stretch this outer right hip a tiny bit more. But don't worry about it if you don't want to. Keep the knees together. Drop the legs to the right. Or I'm sorry, drop the legs to the left, right leg over left, drop them to the left. Move left shoulder out from underneath you to extend that right arm. And look over that right arm. And take just a few breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. I'm going to leave you here for 1 minute. Now, if you want to twist a little bit deeper, engage that core, pull the pelvic floor and pull the low ribs in. So soften those front ribs. And move that left shoulder underneath you. Try to press the right shoulder towards the earth. Good. And stay with the breath. You're here for just a little bit more. Take one more big breath. Breathe in. Go ahead and come on out of it. Put the right foot down. So we can either keep the knees like this, drop to the right, or take the left thigh over the right thigh. That's going to stretch this hip a tiny bit more. Drop the legs to the right. Move that right shoulder out from underneath you and then extend that left arm. Look over that left arm. Engage that core if you want to twist a little bit deeper. You have a minute here. Breathe. Now go ahead and come on out of it. Unwrap the legs. We're going to roll to our belly. So right where you're at, roll all the way to your belly. So now we're going to do that prone shoulder. It's a shoulder stretch, but it's also a prone twist. So take the arms wide. You're very warm. You should get a lot out of this right now. Put the left cheek down. Bring the right hand in front of your chest. And then roll onto the left hip and take the right toes to the floor behind you. Now, if you want to get a tiny bit more out of this, move your chest towards the mat where your right hand is. So without moving that left elbow, just move a little bit more forward. Now you can stay here. You can push the floor away and look up, creating more tension in the front of that left shoulder. You can also take right hand to back foot. You can also take left knee to that, or left foot to the right knee, sorry. And you can also do both. You can do both those actions if you want. You're here for 5, 4, watch your neck, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way back down to your belly. Take an inhale. Exhale. Extend the right arm. Bring right ear to the mat. Bring left hand in front of your chest. Roll onto the right hip, left toes behind you. Now, if you want a little bit more, don't move that right elbow, but move your chest closer to the left hand and stay here, or kickstand the foot, or take the back foot, or do both, or just put left cupcake left hand and try to push the floor away and get a little bit more out of it. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and roll all the way to your belly. Take an inhale. On the exhale, roll all the way to your spine. Good. Now, you have 10 minutes here. Final rest. That's like the perfect final rest. But if anybody would like to get into plow or shoulder stand to finish off their practice, do that. Skip it if it's not in your practice, okay? So that would look like this, right? Or like this. And honestly, you should have blankets underneath you if you're doing this. or final rest. And I will show you what it looks like to use blankets, simply because we have a tiny bit of time and I can't do this in the yoga studio. I should have 3 blankets. I prefer 3 blankets, but 2 blankets will work too. And the reason you want blankets underneath you is to protect that neck, the natural curve of the neck. So you would bring blankets underneath you, and then let your head, your shoulders would be on the blankets, but your head can go to the floor. And can you see how there's still room for a river to flow underneath my neck? That's what we want. That lifts my shoulders up so it gives my neck room and it doesn't crunch. From there, I can come up into a safer shoulder stand. Okay, 3 blankets is better. I do like 3 blankets better, but I don't have any out right now. So you can also come to your plow here, but you don't want the back of the neck to get flat. We want to preserve that curve back there. So play with whatever you're playing with. And then when you're ready, come down to your final rest. So meet me in final rest when you're ready. Take an inhale and start wiggling your fingers and your toes. you're ready, bring the knees into the belly, wrap your arms around your shins, and rock a little side to side. When it feels right, drop the knees to the right and extend the right arm and lay the right cheek on the right arm and take just a couple breaths there. I'm going to read to you while you're here. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knows how to rescue godly men and women from trials. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. Often when we're facing a trial in our lives, we ask why. Why did this happen to me? Why now? What's the purpose of this? Sometimes we get so caught up in focusing on why something happened that we lose sight of how to push through it. We may never know exactly why certain things happen in this life. Nonetheless, we have to trust God, even when it makes no sense whatsoever. We struggle with our faith sometimes because we like to think we're reasonable, intelligent, logical people. We're well-informed, educated, and technologically and scientifically advanced. We're used to finding answers and having them follow a kind of pattern or logic. However, in matters of faith, we're often forced to suspend our insistence on understanding and instead embrace our trust in the Lord. That may feel fragile or even flimsy at times, and other people will not always understand, but when we have a relationship with God, we know His character, His heart, and His goodness. He loves us, He hurts with us, and He rescues us, even if it's not the way we want Him to. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knows how to rescue godly women and men from trials. Take 2 more breaths right where you're at. And then when you're ready, and it's at your own pace, come all the way back up to that easy seat. Go ahead and be mindful about which leg you bring in front. Change it up each time you arrive here. And then once you're there, bind your hands behind you and squeeze your shoulder tips together. Put your knuckles on the floor if they reach. And then lift the sternum up. Take your left ear to your right shoulder. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. And just stretch the right side of the neck. Inhale, come up, go to the other side. Inhale, lift the nose, open the throat, and then close the throat, bringing chin to collarbone. And then make a circle, go over to the left shoulder, and open, and go to the right shoulder, and chin to chest. Now reverse it, go over to the right, and open the throat, and then go to the left, and bring chin to chest. On the inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes and tuck your chin. And acknowledge the gift that you've been given. You have a beating heart. You have breath in your lungs. And every single breath you take is a great gift. We breathe together twice. Inhale, fill the lungs up. Retain the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, big sigh out. Once more with gratitude. Inhale, fill the lungs up. Retain the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. The strength in me honors the strength in each one of you with the deepest respect and with much love. Thank you for spending this time with me.